Mastering interview questions. Even the best prep brief falls apart if your questions are weak. In this lesson, we are going to learn the 5 BA question types, the 5 anti-patterns that quietly ruin interviews, the master question generator prompt, and the real-time refinement trick that saves your interview when a stakeholder gives you a surprising answer mid-call. Every BA question falls into one of the 5 buckets. Exploratory. Tell me about X works today. Process. Walk me through the end of the flow. Pain point. What's the most frustrating part of this for you? Aspirational. If you had a magic wand, what would you change? And validation. I'm hearing X. Is that accurate? A balanced interview uses all 5 types in sequence. If your interview was only pain point question, you would get a compliant session. If it was only aspirational, you didn't get the fantasy. Anti-patterns to avoid. 5 anti-patterns that will quietly destroy your interview. Leading. Don't you think X is bad? You will just hear what they think you want to hear. Compound. What about A, B, and C? They will answer one and forget the others. Yes, no closes the conversation. Jargon. How do you handle custom metadata types? The VP of sale does not know that is. And solutioning, should we add a custom button? You are already prescribing the answer. Burn these into memory. This is the master question generator prompt. We are preparing a 30-minute discovery with Marcus, who is RevOps director at TechCom. Topic sales forecasting. The structure is intentional. 3 exploratory, 2 open, 5 process walkthrough, 5 pain point, 3 aspirational, 2 validation. And we explicitly tell Claude what to avoid. Leading questions, compound questions, yes, no, jargon, solutioning. After each question, Claude adds the purpose in italics. Notice we are not just asking for questions, we are asking for a meeting plan with timing. You can save this prompt. Now let's see this in action. We're just going to copy this and put it in Claude. Let's send it. So based on our prompt, Claude has provided us the discovery interview guide. It has given us the opening exploratory questions. 3 questions it has given because we asked for 3. An example would be how long have we been running the forecast process, the way it runs today, and what triggered the last time it meaningfully changed. Then we asked for 5 process walkthrough questions. An example is when a sales rep number and manager's view of the same sales rep number are different, how does that get resolved? Who makes the final call? Then there are pain point 5 questions. An example is think about the last time the forecast was materially wrong, not a small miss, a real one. What happened and what caused it? For every question, Claude is also specifying the purpose why this question is important. Then we have 3 aspirational questions. For example, if this project goes exactly as hoped, what does CFO stop worrying about what they are worrying about today? Then we have validation, where we are making sure whatever we heard during the interview is correct or not. And then we have closing prompt. Then over there, just we are making sure that if something is missed, then we can ask the person to share with us. And after an interview, make sure that you write up immediately. Going back to the presentation, let's look at this simple question. When you build the weekly forecast, walk me through your input. What system, spreadsheet, or conversation shaped the final number you commit to the CFO before the Monday executive meeting? That question is engineered. It reveals data sources, manual work count, and the trust gaps in one sweep. And the purpose note tells you what to listen for. The shadow spreadsheet everyone secretly relies on. Almost every RevOps team has one. The right question surfaces it. The follow-up hack. Here is a hack most PA miss. After Claude generate your main question, run a second prompt that asks for a likely follow-up in the decision tree form. If Marcus says X, ask Y. If Marcus says A, ask B. So when the interview actually happens, the Marcus jigs left, you are already prepped the zig left path. When he zigs right, you are prepped for that too. You are never caught flat footed. You are never hunting for the next question while he's still talking. Industry specific tuning. One paragraph can transform every question. Tell Claude, adjust the question for the reality that TechCorp went public 18 months ago. Their stock dropped 22% after the last earning call due to a missed revenue forecast. And Marcus is being asked to defend his methodology at the next board meeting in 6 weeks. Suddenly, Claude question probe, forecast, credibility, methodology, defensibility, and board narrative. Exactly was keeping Marcus up at night. Contest make the question razor sharp. Adapt for stakeholder level. Different level need different questions. A VP like Sarah needs strategic, outcome focused questions. What does Q4 success look like? A director like Marcus need operational metric focus. What's your forecast accuracy percentage? A manager like James needs tactical and day to day. Walk me through your Tuesday. And the end user like Aisha needs concrete and workflow focus. Show me what you do in 5 minutes. Match the altitude of the question to the altitude of the person. Real-time refinement during mid-interview. This is one of the highest leverage moves in this entire course. Mid-interview, take for example, Marcus says something surprising. 4 spreadsheet, having 4 methodologies, no coordination. When he's still answering, you discreetly type a quick prompt to Claude. For example, generate 3 sharp follow-up questions to surface why this inconsistency exists and what attempts have been made to fix it. 20 seconds later, you have refined questions ready. Your prep was good, but your real-time refinement is what makes you look brilliant. One small line at the end of the prompt that pays dividend. For example, output the final question like a table with columns, number, question type, time, purpose. Then output a cheat sheet version with just the question as one liner. I can print a simple page. 2 formats from one prompt, the full table for prep, the cheat sheet for the actual conversation, same input, double the value. Let's see this in action. So we'll take the same question, but we asked Claude earlier. Let's go and copy that question. Let's edit this. And at the end, we are going to copy this prompt. and we are going to paste it over here. Now we have saved it. So the same prompt, we have just added the output format tag. Now let's see the output. Five mistakes that quietly kill your question quality. A generic prompt without tech cost specifics. You get generic questions back. Forgetting to specify time per category, Claude can't help you plan the meeting. Not specifying anti-patterns to avoid, they sneak back in. Using Claude questions verbatim without review, you will inherit a certain mistake, and skipping the purpose note, you lose the intent behind each question. All five are easy to avoid once you know how to look for them. Meanwhile, let's look at the output. This is the output that we have got. Where we have the print version also. Six action items. Build a complete markers forecasting question bank using the master prompt. Generate decision tree follow-ups. Add the public company tuning paragraph and compare the output. Output both the full table and the cheat sheet version. Save every prompt to your library with clear names. And practice the real-time refinement technique in a low-stake meeting this week, even an internal one. Get the muscle memory before you need it in front of the VP.